Did you happen to see the Charlie Kirk video of the shooting?
Unfortunately, I did.
You did see it?
I mean, I when it happened, I was probably like everybody scrolling through, and it just came up. But I didn't see it up close, or
There was a far shot and a close shot.
Yeah, I didn't see the close.
Okay. I unfortunately, I mean, just as a personal story, I saw it and I immediately texted our kids saying, "Don't go online, come home, don't open any text from anybody." And our oldest texted back, "Dad, I already saw it. And like, can we talk?" And I was like, "Oh God!" So that was horrible.
Isn't that hard?
Did you or Bobby have a particular reaction to that? Because it must hit home for both of you, but maybe him in particular.
Well, I mean, it certainly. Bobby was really feeling the loss of Charlie, and I didn't really know Charlie. I'd only met him, but and I think less so from a security standpoint. Like, that just isn't something that Bobby concerns himself enough with. But just the idea that
Did he see the video?
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. I mean, we were talking right when it happened. It's calling each other, just like when President Trump was shot. Mm-hmm. It's just that moment of wow.
So after, to your point, so Trump happens, and then when it happens with Charlie, you think, well, how are people not checking rooftops and checking all the things? I mean, so even now and Bobby, of course, can, as your book discusses and we have discussed, can create some pretty tense feelings in people. Is he not focusing much on security now? He's got to be. He's got
a 24-hour security.
He's got a Secret Service detail with him.
Yes, he has U.S. Marshals, and he's been in.
Like, would he go to a stadium outdoor event right now?
I don't think so. Yeah. Outdoor events are really discouraged for that very reason. So there are security guidelines. There are hard lines that you don't cross. And that was interesting, too, when Bobby ran, because suddenly we had 24-hour security. Mm-hmm. And I had to go through a security training, which I found fascinating, interesting.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
What did you learn?
Well, I don't want to scare anybody. But if someone's coming at you with a gun, you should go for their arm and try to move their arm away. And even if you get shot while they're doing it, they don't have good aim because their arm is moving. That's terrible.
That assumes everyone can keep their head when someone's coming at them with a gun. By the way, I noticed you mentioned Gavin DeBecker in the book, which I think is a terrific guy and teaching good things.
Gavin is great. He wrote the Book of Fear, which is
Gift of Fear.
The Gift of Fear, which is great. And it's like, oh yeah, why is this person offering to help me to my apartment with my groceries? I didn't ask him.
Right.
Maybe I should not let this guy up to my apartment with, so.
Yeah. So the audience knows this book, The Gift of Fear by Gavin DeBecker, is just telling you to listen to that inside voice saying something's not right here. And people out of politeness often will ignore that gift, like, oh, I'll let that person in the elevator. I'll let them hold my grocery bag, as you were saying, just to be nice. But that politeness is what's going to get you in trouble. If something's telling you something feels off, listen to that voice. Yeah. Which is called, then that's the gift of fear.
Right. Listening to it. And if you feel like somebody's following you, you turn around and look them in the eye, which is hard to do, especially for women.
Yeah.
But you know what? My niece said that just happened. She had her earphones in, which is also a problem. If you're alone, you're not listening. But she had one out, one in, and she felt like this guy was following her, and she turned around, looked him in the eye, and he felt like, whoa, what's going on?
Well, now for you can just tell your Secret Service guy, hey, go look that guy in the eye for me.
That's true.
He's creeping me out.
True.
Go deal with that.
That is true. We got signals. Touch your nose. Yeah, that guy.
So the between the shot at Trump and the Charlie Kirk assassination, Bobby really hasn't changed his mode much in terms of how he's handling, I don't know. I mean, obviously events are indoors, which is good, but that wasn't a big thing for him in terms of, I mean, it's big for everyone in a sense,
listen, but by the way, and as I write in Unscripted in the book, because even when I first met Bobby, I said, why would your Uncle Teddy run for president after his two brothers were assassinated? That sounds, I don't understand it. Mm-hmm. And he said, why wouldn't he? And I said, if he feels like that's what he needs to do and that's his calling. Mm-hmm. I said, but isn't it dangerous? And he said, is it more dangerous than to go off to war in the Marines? Like, I don't know. Is this the discussion that we're having?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. Or to be a cop in any one of these cities. Right. Oh, my gosh.